Tell me a song that was your first song that you heard that you was like, you know what? I'm dope. Whether the song was necessarily speaking something to you, but you heard it, you was like, you felt like, that's me. Like, just like every dude play a Jay-Z song nowadays.
Right.
And I'm guilty as well. But, growing up, there wasn't no Jay-Z. So who was it? When did hip hop become like a driving force in your life? What song was that for you?
Yeah, that's funny, man. So in different seasons of my life, different hip hop songs have meant different things to me. And I'm about to really age myself now. But the very first hip hop album I owned was Sugar Hill Gang.
Wow.
And so I learned all the words, and I was like, oh yes. And I felt good, man, about our culture and where we were, and people walking around singing the same songs. And then we had Dougie Fresh come out and Slick Rick come out, and everybody was lottie-dottie, you know what I mean? You just felt, what I mean? So I don't quite know if it inspired me to be who I am today, but it allowed me to build relationships with people in certain environments, cookouts. When I used to travel to Atlanta all the time, we all, no matter where you were from, we were connected through that. And so the connectivity that came from hip hop for me, from different people from different places, meant a lot.
Right.
And then my podcast actually started because one of the reasons was because of a Big Sean song, Bigger Than Me. And because I wasn't going to do it, and my wife was like, you really want to do a podcast? And she said, well, if you do it, it's bigger than you. And from that point, whenever I listened to Bigger Than Me, it made me think of that it was, the reason why I lose sleep when I'm thinking about my topics, the reason why I sacrifice things from this to put into my podcast, because we all have 24 hours in a day. So you have to figure out, what are your priorities?
Right.
And for me, the podcast, yes, we've monetized it, and yes, we've done well with it, but thanks to my mentor, David Shands, shout out to him. But because of, I knew it was bigger than me. I knew that somebody was exactly where I was and felt like, man, no way am I going into next year how I'm living this year.
Right.
And because of that, I know that something I'll say, because this is my real journey. Right? This isn't theoretical. It's not like, well, perhaps. That's why I don't use those words.